Stay tuned because Good Sports is coming up next. Kansas City Sports and Fitness is the magazine for sports fans in KC. Inside, we cover local sports and local teams, from pro to peewee and everything in between. And this month's free copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness includes the Surplus Exchange Soccer Report. You'll find Kansas City Sports and Fitness all over KC at places like the Kansas City Ice Center. And it's free, so pick one up today. This show was recorded live on Saturday, May 25th.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to Good Sports, Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. Now, this segment is presented by Kansas City Chiropractic. Kansas City Chiropractic understands the high-pressure demands placed upon individuals in the workplace and the athletic demands people place on their bodies. They offer the care that can relieve pain and stress and improve overall health. You can call them at 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. Hello, everyone. I am Steve Fish. I am the publisher of Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine, and you are watching or listening to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. Now, this show is being taped at Mafia Pizzeria Southside, located on the east side of Metcalf at 127th, where you can get a 10-inch one-topping pizza plus a 20-inch Pepsi product for just $5.99. You can add a garden salad for $1.99 or a giant cookie for 99 cents. Now, this offer is also good at Mafia Mike's Pizza, located at 87th and Lackman. You can visit MafiaPizzeria.com or MafiaMike'sPizzaKS.com for more details. Now, today we're taping our radio show, which is on ESPN 1510 Saturdays at 8 a.m. and Sunday evenings at 9 p.m. on 102.9 FM and 1040 a.m. And our TV show, which can be seen on Sure West Cable on Channel 7 at 9 a.m., at 5 p.m., and at 9 p.m. every single day. And now you can also view this show and many of our past shows on YouTube. All you have to do is search for the Good Sports KC channel. Now, before we get started with the show, I want to tell everyone that our current issue of KC Sports and Fitness is available free at over 700 locations in KC. And this month, with our current issue, KC Sports continues to celebrate our 16th year as the magazine for sports fans in KC. Now, in our current issue of KC Sports, we feature our KC Baseball Report, which is presented by Budweiser. This month, our writers point out what we've seen so far from the refurbished Royals pitching rotation, and we talk with Royals Alex Gordon and Alcides Escobar. And in our hockey report, presented by the Kansas City Ice Center, we write about the new ice court, their inline skating outdoor rink at KCIC. We also talk about the inline or ice hockey programs you can sign up for right now. And for a complete list of locations where you can find KC Sports Magazine, visit our website, kcsportspaper.com. You'll find a link to a list of locations right on the front page of the website. And you can actually check out a PDF of the entire issue on the website as well. Now, as I mentioned, we are here at Mafia Pizzeria Southside. They have a great buffet that's going on right now. And we're joined by our very first guest, who is Kansas City's very own fast-pitch softball Olympic gold medal winner. She won a gold in the Sydney, Australia 2000 Olympics, which topped off really an amazing career, including national championship in college, gold medals with the U.S. Junior World Team, a state championship in high school, and more. She's Christie Ambrosi. She is joining us here today at Mafia Pizzeria. Welcome to the show, Christie. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you grew up in Kansas City. You went to high school here in Kansas City. Tell us where you grew up and where you went to school.
I went to Blue Valley North High School for my freshman and sophomore year, and then they opened up Blue Valley Northwest High School, and I finished my junior and senior year there. Graduated.
Was the coach happy about that you switched, or did he switch to schools too?
No, he wasn't very happy. It was a hard decision, but, you base it off where your friends are going. So, But I was lucky enough to have great coaches at both high schools.
Really?
Don Hanna and Kim Cobb were both wonderful, so I was very blessed.
Very good. Now, so how many colleges recruited you? I saw a story on the web about how you got into your college, but how many colleges recruited you?
A lot.
Really?
I don't really remember how many, but I had quite a few colleges.
But you actually were very aggressive in getting yourself into the college you went to. Can you tell us about that?
Well, back when I was growing up, they only had the one TV game of softball a year, and it was the championship game of the World Series, and it was always UCLA and Arizona. Mm-hmm. So that was really all I ever saw was UCLA and Arizona on TV. Now you get to see all
game going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's conference games, all the regional, super regional, and all the college World Series games are televised. So for me, it was always UCLA, Arizona. I want to be, I want to go to the best.
Sure.
So I kind of hunted down a summer ball team who fed a lot of their players to UCLA and Arizona. So in my mind, I thought, well, if I'm going to go to UCLA, Arizona, I need to play for this guy.
Right.
So I went up to him and said, how do I try out? Now, my parents have no idea that in my mind, I'm moving to California and I'm going to play for this guy. And he said, well, we don't really have tryouts. And I said, well, how am I going to, get on your team? Will you come watch me play? Well, and by the way, do you have a pen? Because back then they had these little trading pins that you trade. And I wasn't
wearing
really
your hat, or you wear them kind of like the Olympic pins.
It's kind of like back then it was you trade them and you keep them on a towel.
Right. Okay.
And I wasn't really into it. I just wanted the Batbusters pin. That's just really the pin I wanted, and he didn't have it. So the meeting didn't go well. It didn't go as planned. So we end up winning and winning. We finally get to the quarterfinals, and guess who we played? We played the Orange County Batbusters. And Gary Hanning was the coach, and we ended up losing, but we played really well, and I played well, and we go through the line, and I get to him, and he grabs my hand, he says, kid, you can come play for me anytime.
Nice.
And I open my hand, and there's a Batbusters pen, and he called UCLA and said, you got to come get this kid out of Kansas City, and a couple of the girls who were going to UCLA told their parents, and their parents told the coaches. And so they called me up and offered me a full ride on the phone without ever seeing me play.
Wow.
Based off what these people said. And so,
wow.
Yeah, I was very lucky.
Yeah, now you have to have film, and you have to have recommendations, and you have to have a website. And
well,
all
there's
this kind of
just
stuff.
so many kids that play now
Right.
that want to play in college. There's 80,000 girls a year that graduate that play softball.
Wow.
And, I mean, not all of them want to play college, but a majority of them do. And so it's just the pool to pick from is so much larger, and the kids are a lot better.
Right.
There's more of them. So
right. What kind of training regimen did you go through when you were in high school and even in college? I mean, it to the extent of what the kids are getting nowadays, or you just went out there and you just played?
You just played. I mean, there wasn't really private instructors. There wasn't. There were some camps and clinics here and there, but it wasn't all year round like it is now. I mean, they play fall ball, spring ball, summer ball. They have winter tournaments indoors. They didn't have any of that when we were growing up. So I think that sports have gotten a lot serious at a younger age, and it's caused the kids to have to kind of pick which sports. And I don't really agree with that. I don't like that, but that's kind of, if you're going to keep up, you kind of have to go that way.
Yeah.
So.
And we're kind of, I mean, I'm very old school about that and think that, basketball season, you should play basketball. Baseball season, you should play baseball. It makes a more well-rounded athlete, even if you do excel in one of those things.
Right, and it just keeps them from burning out. I think the burnout rate is a lot higher now.
Exactly.
So I think they can play all year round if they want, if they manage and kind of intertwine some other activities, whether it's another sport or theater or music or something else.
Right.
Yeah.
So you had a tryout with the U.S. Olympic team when you were still in high school,
yes,
and you wound up making a junior team that went on to win a championship at that point. And then was it the next year that you actually made the Olympic team?
Well, it's a process. When I was 17, I went out for the Olympics, for the 96 Olympics.
Okay.
And so that was the very first time softball was going to be in the Olympics. And I went out, I made a couple rounds, and then I got cut after the last cut. I got cut, but then they invited me to come out and try out for the junior world team.
Right.
And I made that. And that was kind of the next batch of players they were kind of grooming for the next Olympics. And so that kind of got my foot in the door, and I played on, the national team for 5 years leading up to the next Olympics. But, they have an A and a B team that they basically every year they pick the top 60 players in the country to come and play each other for 5 days in a festival. And then from those, that and them observing you through high school and college ball, they choose what team you're going to be on. And so I made several teams, Pan Am games. There was the Pan Am qualifiers. That was a very interesting trip down to Medellin, Colombia, South America in 96.
Oh, wow.
That was a little scary, but fun. So it allowed me the opportunity to travel the world. I got to meet so many people, represent the USA, which was really awesome. But Yeah, it's a process. It's not just like a one tryout type of situation where, like with swimming, you make your, it's your times. It's very, it's an ongoing process for that tryout.
Sure. So you had mentioned this. What is it like to play for your country? I mean, most of us don't have any idea about that. And I know, serving your country is one thing in the military, but you're putting on the USA logo. I mean, what is that like? What's the feeling?
Really surreal. I mean, when I was at UCLA, there's so much tradition and history with that program. And our coach was really, really good about us understanding that those 4 letters are bigger than us.
Right.
And that it's not just us. It's not about you or the team. It's bigger than that. It's about the people that have worn that uniform before you. Mm-hmm. And so to carry that over to the USA, I think I had a little bit of practice, but then you get the 3 letters across your chest, and it's like your whole country you're representing.
Right.
And so there's a lot of pressure, but you have so much pride doing it, and you just hope that you do the best job that you can and make your country proud.
Sure. And one of the things that I noticed, and I noticed this first in women's sports, was this camaraderie that brings them together, like the softball game that's going on here. After every inning, they'll meet in front of the dugout, and I don't know what they say to each other or anything like that. It may be just a rah-rah, we'll get that run back or something like that. But that, and with volleyball, I've just noticed that in women's sports, there's just this incredible camaraderie that, team does come first. And I think that's really neat.
Well, as I'm sure you know, women are very emotional. And so
really,
our efforts and our success is based off of a lot of our emotions. So if we're able to, continue the positive energy throughout the team and, pick each other up, it really helps the team be more successful. So when you come together, there's a lot of things that can be said, but usually it's just, how many outs we have. All right, we got, reminding each other where everybody is and what to do. So.
Well, it looks good on TV. Good. It looks very good, and it looks, you start seeing more of the professional other sports and men's sports doing that kind of thing now too. So it looks a little weird in men's volleyball when they get together and hug and all that. But I'm a guy. So so you make it to the Olympics. How long is the process from the time you made the team to the time the Olympics started that you guys played together to gel?
A year.
Really?
They picked the team the summer before the Olympics. And with the Olympics being in Australia, they were in September because that's towards their summer. And so we would meet once a month in San Diego at the Olympic training facility in San Diego. Mm-hmm. And we would train together for a week. And then we would go back because we were from all over the place. And then we'd meet for a week once a month. And then in the summer, we went on a really long tour of going to pretty much every state in the country and playing an all-star team that they kind of put together. And it was really not only just for us to get ready, but to help promote the sport as well.
Right.
And for us to reach out to the kids and to be, a role model, and for them to get our autograph and all that fun stuff. We went to Hawaii for a couple weeks, and we also went to Italy. We spent a month over there. And so, it was just a really awesome experience.
I'll bet. So the tournament starts. How many games does a team usually play, especially since you guys went all the way to the end? It's a little different than, we were talking before we went on the air, where, a certain athlete, they do their one thing or they do the couple of qualifying things and then their event happens. You guys are almost constantly playing. Yeah,
we play, there's 8 teams in the Olympics, and we play a round robin, and then the top 4 teams go into medal play. And then, it's more of a bracket situation. So we played for, I believe, 11 to 12 days straight. So it was, we were on the whole time.
Yeah, because the Olympics is just 2 weeks. So you're basically there. So and you guys didn't do real well in the pool play, but you did enough.
We struggled. Our biggest competition is Japan always. I mean, Japan, we've won the gold in 96, 2000, 2004, and then in the last Olympics in 2008, Japan beat the U.S.
Did they?
And so we struggled with Japan, China, and Australia. Those are the top other countries that we really, go head-to-head with. And so we lost to all 3 of them in pool play. Almost didn't make it to the bracket games.
Wow.
So I think it was a good thing because it made us really just, we we didn't get a lot of competition,
Right.
especially on that summer tour. It was just kind of, we were blowing by everybody.
Right.
So it gave us a wake-up call, and we really had to pull together and take all of our talent and just go for it.
So you win the whole thing, and then you step up on the podium, and they hang this gold medal on you. It had to be, again, another surreal type of situation there for you to you experience that with these these other women that you've been friends and teammates with for a year.
It was amazing. I was a gymnast for 10 years. You wouldn't be able to tell now, but I was. And I'm 5'9". So that ended pretty quickly. But I remember watching Mary Lou Retton get up on the podium and get her gold medal, and I just loved her. She was so bubbly, and she was just such a great athlete to watch. And they didn't have softball in the Olympics back then, so that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to the Olympics, and I didn't care what it was for, and at the time it was gymnastics. And so when I got on the podium and they put that medal around my neck, I was thinking, oh, I can't believe this. I'm doing exactly what Mary Lou Retton did when I was 8 years old, watching her get her gold medal. This is crazy amazing, And so and to look up and see my mom and to see, my coaches and my teammates, it was just a really special moment.
Well, you hear these stories also about, the Olympic gymnasts that participated in the most recent Summer Olympics, about how the family's broke and going to declare bankruptcy and all that stuff. How did you guys support yourself to get to that point?
Well, luckily, the timing for me was perfect because I was in college at UCLA playing and finished up in 99. And then that summer, I made the Olympic team. I still had another year of school to finish my degree. So I stayed at UCLA, finished school, trained with the team with UCLA, and then went straight into summer on tour. And so you get, if you give up your amateur status, you get a stipend check. And, I mean, it's not much, but at the time, I was a college student, so it really wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
You have your million roommates, and you make do. Exactly. But if you were out of that, it would be a lot. If I was older and I was doing it, I think it would be a lot more difficult.
So Dot had to be a doctor during the...
I don't know how she does it. I don't know how that woman does what she does. If I could have... She has more energy than my two children, which I don't know how anyone could have more energy than my kids, but she does, and she's amazing. So I don't know how she did it, because she went through... medical school and residency, and, I don't know how she does it. She's one of those people that she cannot practice and come on the field and be fine. Like, she just makes you sick.
So now you're helping young athletes here in Kansas City achieve their dreams.
I am. I've been doing this. I kind of fell into it when I got back from the Olympics. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, because what do you do after you get a gold medal? Like, what are you going to do with your life? How can you ever do anything like that? And my friend had said, I'm giving lessons. I can't get everybody in. Do you want to give lessons? I said, sure, I'll do it for a while till I figure out what I want to do. And I've been doing it ever since, because I love it. I just love working with the kids and, just teaching them the life lessons that I've learned through sports, and watching them grow and seeing how the sport affects them as a person. And it just really is such a wonderful thing to see and be a part of.
Sure.
So,
and you're helping kids get to the point where they're talking to coaches and scholarships and things like that.
And the thing about that is people have to understand that it's they really have to do the work. It's not me or anybody. I will help guide them and say, these are the steps that you need to take to help get yourself, recruited. But it really is on them to market themselves and to really go after what their dream is. Right.
Now, people can find out more about the services that you offer at your website, which is ChristieAmbrosi.com, and it's ChristieAmbrosi.com. Is there a phone number or something that they can call?
They can call me at 913-530-5530.
Well, we only got through about a third of the questions that I have here, and our time, unfortunately, is up. Christie, thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate you coming on and talking with us. Next time, how big is the gold medal? Is it about yay big?
Sure.
It looks that way when you're holding it and looking at it.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break. You're watching or listening to Good Sports, the KC Sports and Fitness Magazine Show. We are coming to you from Mafia Pizzeria Southside, located at 127th and Metcalf in Overland Park. I'm Steve Fish. We'll be right back. Go online and watch Good Sports, the KC Sports Magazine television show. It's available on the Good Sports KC YouTube channel and features local interviews with local athletes and experts covering sports, health, and exercise topics of importance to KC fans. And be sure to pick up your copy of the new KC Sports and Fitness Magazine, featuring the Surplus Exchange Soccer Report, the Budweiser Royals Report, the KCI Center Hockey Report, and the Siege Sports High School Report. KC Sports Magazine is always free, so pick one up today. These days, we're all so busy, and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress, improve your health, and get more out of life. To make an appointment with Dr. McIntosh, call 816-753-4600. And this month, get a chiropractic exam and a spinal decompression for just $35 when you mention KC Sports and Fitness. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, go online at kansascitychiropractic.com.
With the current trend to live a greener lifestyle, many people and businesses now recycle their electronics. At the Surplus Exchange, your e-waste will never go to a landfill or incinerator, nor will we allow e-waste to be shipped overseas. Some companies employ this tactic and end up polluting other countries with our waste. All materials are safely tracked, destroyed, or reclaimed right here in the U.S. The Surplus Exchange is Kansas City's link between industry, charity, and the environment. To find out more, visit surplusexchange.org.
Whether you are playing a sport, running a business, or learning how to use an iPad, your ability to make split-second decisions is essential for your success. Hey sports fans, this is Greg Pryor. I was an infielder in Major League Baseball for over 9 seasons and was a member of the '85 World Champion Royals. My decisions in the field and at the plate could have been the difference between winning and losing. Since 1994, I have owned a local health supplement company called Life Priority. Life Priority offers many nutritional formulas that give your body the nutrients that can help your brain keep pace in today's fast lifestyle. To see all 17 Life Priority products, please visit my website at lifepriority.com or call me at 913-438-5433. Use Life Priority products and improve your chances of winning. For free shipping, use promo code LIFEP at lifepriority.com or call me today at 913-438-5433.
Sign up now for Cargo Largo's annual Cargo for Kids charity golf tournament June 21st at Drum Farm. For more details about this event, visit cargolargo.com/cargoforkids or email info@cargolargo.com. With your coupon in KC Sports and Fitness, get 2 large one-topping pizzas for just $14.99 at Mafia Mike's at 87th and Lackman and Mafia Pizzeria Southside at 127th and Metcalf. It's pizza you can't refuse. The Goal is a new teaching aid to help with your putting by letting you see the line of the putt from the ball to the target. For more information on this new product that can improve your game, visit thegoalofputting.com or call 816-582-3530. Sign up now for the Father's Day Run Walk on June 16th in Overland Park. The Father's Day 5K and 10K is presented by Village Shalom and supports programs and services to help individuals and families confronting Alzheimer's. Register today at fathersdayrun.org.
Mark Twain, Walt Disney, even Abraham Lincoln, they all filed bankruptcy. Debts can overwhelm anyone. I'm Jeff Wagner of WM Law, Kansas City's premier bankruptcy law firm. If you can't pay your bills or your mortgage, we're here to help. You can schedule a free consultation right now. Call 1-855-DON'T-WORRY. Stop those bill collectors. With 4 Kansas City locations, we've helped over 11,000 families through tough financial times. 1-855-DON'T-WORRY.
Welcome back to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. I am Steve Fish. Now, this show is being taped at Mafia Pizzeria Southside, located on the east side of Metcalf at 127th, where right now you can get a 10-inch one-topping pizza plus a 20-inch Pepsi product for just $5.99. You can add a garden salad for $1.99 or a giant cookie for just 99 cents. Now, this offer is also good at Mafia Mike's Pizza, which is located at 87th and Lackman. You can visit MafiaPizzeria.com or MafiaMike'sPizzaKS.com. Now, in our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness, check out our soccer report presented by the Surplus Exchange. This month we write about FC Porto of Kansas and how this club shows low-income kids how to use soccer to open doors to higher education. You can pick up your copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness at over 700 locations, including right here at Mafia Pizzeria Southside, at Old Shawnee Pizza, Golf MD, Eagles Landing Golf Course, Minsky's Pizza on Berry Road, the Kansas City Ice Center, and at 68's Inside Sports. Now, in our golf report, we write about the Cargo Largo Cargo for Kids golf tournament, which is coming up June 21st at Drum Farms, and the programs that are also available at the Heart of America Golf Academy. Now, we'd like to welcome some new advertisers that you'll find in this month's KC Sports and Fitness. They include ChikiSporty.com, the Village Shalom Father's Day Run, Kansas City's premier bankruptcy firm, WM Law, the Fieldhouse of Kansas City, and Will Shield 68's Inside Sports. Now, if you'd like to follow us on Facebook or Twitter, you can go to our website and follow the link to our pages. Our website is kcsportspaper.com. And now you can view our show and some of our past shows on YouTube. All you have to do is search for the Good Sports KC channel. Now, we are joined by Marc Loe, who is the owner of Sport Court of Kansas City. Welcome back to the show, Marc. You've been here a few different times. The last time I teased you because it was every 3 years that you'd been here. We did shorten that a little bit.
Yes.
It's been about 6 months or so since you were here. You actually explain what Sport Court is and how long have you owned Sport Court?
I've been involved with Sport Court for 14 years now.
Wow.
Sport Court, the name Sport Court refers to the actual surfacing product that we put down over a concrete base. So it makes the playing surface much safer for kids and even guys at our age with our knees and backs. Much safer, more aesthetically pleasing type product that you can play just about any sport on.
So it's something that you can put in your own backyard, or it's something that can be put in a facility.
Yeah, we do both. Residential and commercial applications. So, up to this point, we're probably about 75% residential.
Are you?
Getting more into the commercial as each year goes past, but a lot of backyard courts for families.
Let's start with that. Obviously, you build specialty courts for multiple uses as well as specific sports. What are the materials that the courts are made of? And it's actually multiple layers, isn't it, that you do?
It's it starts with the concrete base. So part of what we offer is the dirt work, excavation, all that good stuff, and then getting a good solid concrete base down. But the actual sport court material itself is just a half-inch. It's a copolymer polypropylene, fancy word for plastic. Yeah. A lot more in depth than that, but just a much safer surface. And then clients or customers have an opportunity to pick any colors, designs, logos, tennis, basketball, soccer, roller hockey, you name it.
Combination of all of those things. Yeah, and on your website, you've got kind of a piece of software where they can pick and look and see what what's going to look like, what you want the basketball court to look like, which color you want the lines to be,
right.
what color you want the court to be, and all that kind of stuff. So you can kind of envision what it is that you're putting together, and then you just have to take that and see it in its actual location.
Absolutely.
In your backyard. Now, you mentioned the safety aspect of the sport courts, that that's something that's really good. There's another safety aspect that's a part of it, is you got your kids in your own backyard.
Yeah, and that's a great point, Steve. Probably the number one reason why people call us is that they want to know where their kids are, who they're hanging out with. A lot of times the driveway and the cul-de-sac isn't conducive to a driveway hoop or whatnot. And, again, if you give them a safe, flat, nice, safe place to play in the backyard, you got an eye on them and you know who they're hanging out with.
That's right. Now, one of the things that you're doing right now, and it's something that we're promoting in Kansas City Sports and Fitness, and when my kids were young, we put in the big wood swing set, and it was great for the kids when they were, itty-bitties to a mid-sized range, but at a certain point, the basketball court did go in the backyard. There were other things that we did, but the swing set kind of remained there. Now you have a solution where you'll take away that swing set and put in a sport court, because the kids are going to spend more time on the sport court than they really spend on the swing set.
Yeah.
Explain your program to us.
Well, we call it just simply the swing set buyback program, and as you know, we worked on the idea of the kids are going to outgrow swing sets for sure. But they don't necessarily have to outgrow the backyard. You still want to, like we said earlier, you still want to have an eye on them and know where they are and what they're doing, but they don't have to outgrow the yard. So what we're offering is to give them a credit for that swing set towards the purchase of a sport court. we'll take the swing set away. That's really the big challenge when we go into backyards is they say, well, we have this swing set, but we don't know how to move it. Neighbor doesn't want it. We've offered to give it away, but nobody wants to haul it away. So we're taking that burden off of them. And if it's a nice swing set, we'll donate it to a church or to a community center or something like that. And if it's really seen its better days and it's on its last legs, then we'll just haul it off to the dump for them. But
really? Yeah.
The idea is not to let the kids outgrow the backyard, to give them a credit for that swing set that helps them kind of offset the cost of the sport court.
Sure. And actually, you and I talked off camera at another time. The typical swing set actually takes up about the same amount of space as the sport court that you could put in.
Yeah.
You can put in a bigger sport court or a smaller sport court, but the typical they kind of the ratio is very similar.
Yeah, and I don't know that a lot of homeowners realize that. They've already dedicated that space to recreation. But when you start thinking about sport court, they're probably early into the research stages of that, and they don't know how big a sport court can be. So that's a great point that they can look at that swing set size space that they've had dedicated to the yard and know that that's about a half-court basketball court, about a 25 by 30 size court, which is probably 80% of what we do.
Right. So how hard is it dealing with subdivisions and things like that if you want to go in and put in a sport court, if an individual that's watching the show says, I got this swing set that I've been trying to get rid of for years.
Right.
My kids are out there bouncing the ball, playing soccer, whatever it is. I'd like to be able to get them the opportunity to take the basketball out there, so that they can get more experience or just more exercise. How hard is it to work through those subdivisions and things like that to get that put in?
Yeah, subdivisions and the city. It just gets easier and easier every year. We've talked in the past
Sure.
where 14 years ago, this was a brand new concept to the Kansas City area, and there were some struggles with that. But I think we've done a good job of working with the cities and whatnot. So it's not near the issue that it used to be.
Right.
With the exception of maybe one or two cities, it's almost no issue at all.
Really.
There's still the one or two that we won't mention, but even those cities will allow them. It's just a little bit more paperwork.
Sure. So how long does it usually take to put in that half-court sport court that you talked about here? What's the process?
It's with the weather cooperates, it's a very short process.
Right.
It's usually just a couple weeks. Obviously, we're coming off some really nasty weather and a long winter, and the ground's up till a few weeks ago, it's still pretty mushy, so it's a little bit longer. But typically, it's a 2-week process.
Right. And, obviously these, and we're going to show some video as well. We're talking with Marc Loe, who's the owner of Sport Court of Kansas City. We're going to show some video, but they are multi-purpose. They can be multi-purpose, so the kids can get out there with the tennis racket. They can roller skate on them. They can, they can play basketball or anything else like that on there. There are multiple reasons for putting one in, and one of them is the longevity of your business. Sport Court's been around for a long, long time.
Yeah, Sport Court, the manufacturing company that actually manufactures the product, is out of Salt Lake City, and they've been around since 1974. The original, authentic brand, and it's the company that has all of the endorsements. You mentioned soccer, the USA Soccer Foundation, USTA Tennis. We're doing a lot with those folks with the 10 and under, so we're kind of flowing over into tennis.
Sure.
And we're not getting away from basketball, but including tennis. That seems to be kind of on the rise again.
Right. Volleyball as well.
Is huge.
And that's one of the other factors about working with Sport Court is the number of organizations that you create courts for, whether they're temporary or for a tournament or something like
Sure.
that, or they're in place for a team or a school or an individual in the backyard. And then the other one is the local connection. I mean, you've been doing this for 14 years. That has to be way more than anybody else that's out there.
Yeah, I believe so, especially in this area. Knock on wood, we don't really have a lot of internet business that we compete with, but
right.
Born and raised in Kansas City, I think that's especially with the type of community Kansas City is that I think that lends itself well to what we do. And
sure.
And I bump into a lot of the families. We've built well over, probably heading on to 300 courts now.
Wow.
And you see those families, on the weekend at dinner or whatever, you bump into them, and so it's really cool deal.
So what's the most common? I mean, you can get the logo of your favorite school or your favorite team put on the sport court. What's the most common one that you put in?
Well, we definitely do a lot of Jayhawks and Tigers, but the very first logo we ever did was an Iowa State logo, and the second logo we did was a Minnesota Timberwolves. So
really.
People, come into town from different areas and they want to support their teams, and we're happy to create those logos for them.
Absolutely. So what about draining and cleaning? I mean, it's an outdoor thing. Does it self-sustain itself? I mean,
sure, yeah. It's very, very low maintenance. We do at times put them in areas that are wooded or, around a lot of trees.
So
some of the older neighborhoods. But a leaf blower takes care of that. Other than that, really, they're very low maintenance.
And the best thing is you don't have to mow the lawn.
You don't have to. We were just talking about that.
We were talking about that, yeah. I just said I want a sport court in my entire backyard and really in the front yard, too.
Yeah, I love the green spaces, but I'm happy to tile whatever you want us to tile.
Absolutely. Well, we've only got about a minute here, but you also do putting greens and other things like that as well. So
yeah, springtime comes around and people get that bug to play golf, and we start getting the putting green calls for the families who have young golfers, and that's a side of the business. That's actually how I got into the business.
Really?
Was interested in the putting green side, and it just kind of led to all this, which has been great. But yeah, putting greens are something we do.
And if people want to contact you, how can they reach out to you?
Well, either the Sport Court KC website, www.sportcourtkc.com, or 913-963-7529 is the.
And check it out. Call Mark. Talk to him about the Swing Set Buyback Program, because he's got some great opportunities for you to haul that thing away and put in something that's going to be much more useful for your kids for a longer period of time.
Yeah. All
the way through the teenage years, probably even when they come back home. They're going to want to get out there and do something. With mom or dad or their friends or whatever.
Absolutely.
Mark, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
We're going to take a quick break. You're watching or listening to Good Sports, the KC Sports and Fitness Magazine show. We are coming to you from Mafia Pizzeria Southside, located at 127th and Metcalf in Overland Park. I'm Steve Fish. We'll be right back. The Kansas City Ice Center's outdoor pavilion is now open. Sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes, spring leagues for ice and inline hockey, and upcoming hockey camps at the Kansas City Ice Center. Plus, come out to a public skating session or call them to schedule a party or group rental. The Kansas City Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information or to register for a class, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. For sports like you've never seen before, Siege Sports is the answer. Unique uniforms and superior equipment for your complete athletic experience. Contact Siege Sports at 913-953-8400 or visit SiegeSports.com.
Someone has to motivate her. Someone has to prepare him. Someone has to lead them. Someone has to train them. Heritage College. Train to be a personal trainer. Get started today. Call 1-866-845-3613. That's 1-866-845-3613.
68's Inside Sports produces athletes who are physical and mental champions. And right now, sign up your athlete for 68's Inside Sports Pure Steel cutting-edge training program that improves strength, speed, flexibility, cardio capacity, power, and more. And the program also includes 68's Inside Sports Pure Vision program, which improves reaction time, decision-making, and peripheral awareness. Cost for the 8-week, 24-session program is just $250. Register online at 68sinsidesports.com. Two of the finest golf clubs in Kansas City are right in Overland Park. St. Andrews Golf Club at Neiman and 135th Street and Overland Park Golf Club at 125th and Quivira. For tee times, call St. Andrews at 913-897-3804 and OP Golf Club at 913-897-3809 or visit golfop.com. Sign up now for fun at Volleyball Beach. It's the perfect way to stay in shape and enjoy the outdoors. For over 24 years, Volleyball Beach has been KC's #1 sand volleyball spot. With 13 courts, Volleyball Beach has leagues every Sunday through Friday evening. And sign up now for summer leagues beginning on June 9th. For more information, visit Volleyball Beach at Holmes and Blue Ridge Boulevard. Call 816-942-2820 or visit volleyballbeach.com. The Army Reserve has more than 120 unique career opportunities, so you can add to your current strengths or build brand new ones. Join the Army Reserve and you'll make a difference in your life and the lives of others. Learn more at goarmy.com/reserve. For more information, contact the Greater Kansas City Company at 3720 Arrowhead Drive, Suite B. Telephone number 816-531-3818. There's Strong, and then there's Army Strong, paid for by the U.S. Army. Phone Fix is KC's cell phone repair shop. Save $10 on any repair with your coupon from KC Sports. Call 913-735-9411 or stop by Phone Fix next to Buffalo Wild Wings south of Strangline in Olathe.
Mark Twain, Walt Disney, even Abraham Lincoln, they all filed bankruptcy. Debts can overwhelm anyone. I'm Jeff Wagner of WM Law, Kansas City's premier bankruptcy law firm. If you can't pay your bills or your mortgage, we're here to help. You can schedule a free consultation right now. Call 1-855-DON'T-WORRY. Stop those bill collectors. With 4 Kansas City locations, we've helped over 11,000 families through tough financial times. 1-855-DON'T-WORRY.
For great pizza and Italian food, call Old Shawnee Pizza at 913-631-5716 for their Shawnee location, 913-677-1844 for their Kansas City, Kansas location, or 913-251-1234 for their Lenexa location. Lights, camera, action! Would you like to have your business be the site where we shoot one of our good sports, TV, and radio shows? Well, you can. Your show will play 21 times on Sure West Channel 7. You'll get radio and TV commercials all month long, plus an ad for your business in KC Sports and Fitness Magazine, and a whole lot more. TV remote packages start at just $333 a month. For more information on this great TV, radio, and print opportunity for your business, call KC Sports at 913-764-2050. Welcome back to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. I am Steve Fish. Now, this show is being taped at Mafia Pizzeria Southside, which is located on the east side of Metcalf at 127th, where you can take advantage of the Mafia Meal to Go, a 10-inch one-topping pizza plus a 20-inch Pepsi product for just $5.99. You can add a garden salad for $1.99 and or a giant cookie for just 99 cents. And this offer is also good at Mafia Mike's Pizza, which is located at 87th and Lackman. You can visit mafiapizzeria.com or mafiamikespizzaks.com. Now, this segment of Good Sports is brought to you by the Surplus Exchange, where you can take a tax donation credit plus help KC students when you recycle your electronics and office furniture at the Surplus Exchange. For more information, visit surplusexchange.org or call 816-472-0444. And I also want to mention some of the experts who each will be a part of our show during the month, and each has contributed an article to the current issue of KC Sports and Fitness. They are Dr. Lynn McIntosh from Kansas City Chiropractic, and Greg Pryor, former World Series Championship Royal and owner of Life Priority, which is a nutritional supplement company. Now, in our KC Sports High School Report, which is presented by Siege Sports, we write about Kansas's top 3 distance runners who go to different high schools but live about 3 miles apart from each other in Overland Park. And I also want to mention that we've teamed up with the U.S. Army and are honoring high school top performers. Each month we award a coach and a student athlete with an award provided by Regal Awards and Advertising Specialties, and we'll also introduce you to a high school student who has enlisted in the Army. Now, this month our top performers all come from Olathe North High School. They are baseball coach Matt Smith, and this month our student athlete is also our future soldier. He's Nicholas Tincher, who plays on the baseball team and has enlisted in the Army. Now, I also want to mention that we'll be at the Kansas City Ice Center on June 1st. KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. And at the end of June, we will be back here at Mafia Pizzeria Southside, where we're doing our show today. And, of course, Mafia Pizzeria is located at 127th and Metcalf. And so come on out and join us, and you might see yourself on TV. And now joining us is the event planner, and she's an event planner and an entrepreneur. She's Samantha Green. She works with Mafia Pizzeria Southside, and she works with patrons to help them plan parties and also works on events here at this restaurant. Welcome to the show, Sam. Thanks.
Steve, thanks for having me again.
Now, Mafia Pizzeria has a party area that is in the back here that offers a wide variety of entertainment options and creative party packages. Fill us in on some of the things that you have in the works that are going to be going on there.
We're very fortunate to have a lot of resources in order to be able to produce some high-level functions and parties. About a week and a half ago, we had a lunch for the 435 South magazine, and we served 254 pizzas.
Wow!
In just one lunch period. It was quite entertaining. And the back area we use for parties. We can have a DJ come in. We've had a racehorse out front. I think we covered that last time. That was pretty fun. We're going to have some summer camps, art camps for the kids, some enrichment programs that the kids can sign up for so the parents can get a couple hours away and kind of go do their own thing. And I'm in between barbecues right now. It's Memorial Weekend, so I apologize for my dress. But you can see that, it's just to let parents get away for a little bit. There will be some functions at Mafia's for their kids.
Right. So some of the party packages that you offer are a princess party, an art party, cooking party. Let's talk about that cooking party. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, we're pretty big into cooking around Mafia's, but my family and I are also big into cooking. I write cookbooks, and we've got some recipes for the kids to learn how to make and help them get a little bit closer to where food comes from and how to prepare things, and eventually at some point be a little bit more independent. And having the kitchen right here, we're able to do quite a bit of that kind of thing.
Theater party where they actually don't they write a play and put on a play for mom and dad?
Yeah, my kids and I have a pretty big background in the entertainment industry, and this is kind of a lot of fun for me. I started in children's theater when I was 5 in California, and so being able to do puppet shows and theater with young kids is kind of a real special thing.
That sounds like fun. And they all celebrate with pizza, or
they all celebrate with pizza or salad or whatever they want.
Exactly. Yeah. And then you also have party packages to go that can travel.
We have party packages to go, and this is pretty exciting. Anybody can have a party planner come to their house and take over a section if you have an impromptu barbecue or picnic or something and you need something to entertain the kids. You can call Mafia's and order our party package, and the party will come to you, and we'll bring everything that we need to entertain the kids for you and keep them happy, as well as pizza for the grown-ups.
Absolutely. Sculpture is one of those options.
Yeah. Well, my great-grandfather was Gutzon Borglum, who carved Mount Rushmore. And so everyone in my family is forced to learn sculpting, and I'm happy to pass it along to everyone else.
Very fun.
We're not going to be sculpting rocks. No dynamite. I'll start them off with wax and clay.
A puppet party, of course, is one of those things, and fantasy camp as well.
Well, fantasy camp is just kind of a given because I have a son who is really crazy into Star Trek and Minecraft and Star Wars and everything Knight and King related, and he hasn't outgrown it yet. So I'm happy to, entertain everyone else's kids, to give them a few minutes so that they don't have to pretend to be a queen or a princess or a king or a dragon.
So how does somebody set up one of these events with Mafia
Well, they're
Pizzeria?
free to call Mafia's and ask for information on it. We also have an email address at mafiasevent@gmail.com that they can email and ask us for information. And then we'd be happy to talk with them and help set up the best program just for them.
That's awesome. That sounds really easy, and obviously
Very
the kids
easy.
are home.
The
kids are home now. Mom needs a break, and during the day
I need a break too. So if anyone wants to borrow my kids, they're welcome to.
Well, that's great. It's Mafia Events at gmail.com for more details on that.
And we're really promoting our Mafia Meal to Go right now. This is a big deal for lunches and for businesses. And we'll be sending out a flyer to all the local businesses, as many as we can hit. For $5.99, you get a 10-inch one-topping pizza and a 20-ounce Pepsi product delivered to you, free delivery. And then you can add a garden salad for $1.99 from the salad bar, as well as a gigantic chocolate chip cookie for 99 cents. And if offices can come together and have one person who's kind of in charge of it in the morning and fill out the sheet and get it submitted to us, by 11 in the morning, we will have it there for you for your office to eat by lunchtime.
That's terrific.
It's called the Mafia Meal to Go, and it's only valid for delivery. It's not for in.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Well, they got some great opportunities for in the restaurant as well, and we're looking to take part in that just after we're done taping the show.
That's right.
Sam, again, you can reach Sam at mafiasevents@gmail.com.
That's correct.
For more information, or just call Mafia Pizzeria here as well, and just say, hey, I want to plan a party. Sam will jump in and take care of it.
Anything you want to come up with, we can help you with that.
Thanks, Sam.
My pleasure.
Thanks for joining us today.
Again,
we appreciate
thank
it.
you.
And now joining us is Maria from Mafia Pizzeria Southside. Hello, Maria. Welcome back to our show. You've been on our show a number of different times. Thanks for coming and joining us. You were waiting on tables just a few seconds ago, but you're taking a few seconds to visit with us. How long have you been here at Mafia Pizzeria?
A year and a couple months now.
Very good, very good. So tell us what's on the menu here at Mafia Pizzeria. What are some of the things that people like to order?
Well, we have wings. We have like barbecue hot, chicken and lime, and oven roasted. And we also have calzones. You can get gourmet or build your own. Mm-hmm. And we have salads, pastas, and pizzas, and subs. So
it's way more than just pizza.
Yeah,
here.
More than pizza.
And then there's dessert.
Yes, we have dessert. Really good dessert.
Very good dessert. Yeah, we've already talked about the big cookie already, but you've got all sorts of other brownies and things like that, a cheesecake, all kinds of good things as well, and a buffet for lunch. Every single day there's a buffet for lunch, right?
Yes.
And it's the kind of thing where if I come in and I say I want a pizza made this way, you guys will do that as well, right?
Yeah, like we take your requests.
That's very good. So what are some of the different pizzas that are available for people? You've got a number of them on the menu. What are some of the different ones? They have some unique names.
Oh, like the ones like Lou's Mediterranean and the Rat and the Big Kahuna and all that stuff.
What's on the Big Kahuna? I'm guessing pineapple, but...
Yeah, it's Canadian bacon and pineapple and mushroom.
Nice.
Yeah.
And the Rat, we've always talked about the Rat. The Rat... interesting little mafia name there, but in addition to that, it makes for an interesting pizza if you like cheese, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So what is your favorite here at Mafia Pizzeria?
Well, I would have to say I like the wings. Like the chicken and lime wings are really good.
And we were talking about that. You're a kid. You can't have tequila, but it's a tequila taste, right? And
I don't know what tequila tastes like,
but
it tastes like lemon.
Good answer. Good answer. No, I'm just joking with you. So you have the buffet for lunch. You fulfill requests. I know that one of the things that I read on the web is that Urban Spoon rated Mafia Pizzeria 92, which is a really great rating. Yes. I know you guys also give back to the community a lot, that you've donated $50,000 worth of pizzas. That's really a lot of people. You've got the room in the back for parties and things like that. There's just all sorts of great things that Mafia Pizzeria and Mafia Mike's do as well. Now, you also do delivery, correct?
Yeah, we do free deliveries. If you're in our area, we have a 5-mile radius. And if you're not in the area, it's only a $2 delivery charge. Yes.
And then real quickly, it only takes about 6 or 8 minutes or something like that to make a pizza. Is that right?
Yeah, it takes 8 minutes in the oven. That's it.
Yeah,
it's really fast.
And we're going to show some video of how they make the pizzas here, or we probably have already shown that as well. Well, Maria, come on out. You can see Maria, and she'll wait on you here at Mafia Pizzeria. I know she's got to get back to taking care of the customers that are here today, but you can call 913-322-6666. Visit mafiapizzeria.com. Their address is 127th and Metcalf. Maria, thanks for joining us. I appreciate that very much for you to join us today. Before we close out the show, I want to take a second and make a personal announcement. I want to congratulate my parents on their 60th wedding anniversary, which they celebrated on May 24th. 60 years is a very, very long time, and I'm glad that I was a part of most of those years that they've been together. Congratulations, Mom and Dad. Well, that'll do it for our show today. My thanks to our host for today's show, Andy at Mafia Pizzeria Southside. Our guest, Olympic gold medalist Christie Ambrosi, Marc Loe from Sport Courts of Kansas City, and from Mafia Pizzeria, Sam Green and Maria. Be sure to join me, Steve Fish, again next week at the same time for Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. And check out some of our other shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel. So until next week, be sure to read all about sports, health, and exercise in KC Sports and Fitness Magazine. You'll find it all over Kansas City, and it's free. So pick one up today. These days, we're all so busy, and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress, improve your health, and get more out of life. To make an appointment with Dr. McIntosh, call 816-753-4600. And this month, get a chiropractic exam and a spinal decompression for just $35 when you mention KC Sports and Fitness. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, go online at kansascitychiropractic.com. Experience a touch of the Ozarks when you tee off at Winterstone Golf Course in Independence. Visit winterstonegolf.com for daily specials and call 816-257-5755 for lessons or information on tournament hosting. Visit collegiatecamo.com for Father's Day gifts. Collegiate Camo has quality vehicle and boat decals, headwear, shirts, and outerwear for over 40 colleges. And save 20% on golf decals when you enter code FATHER at collegiatecamo.com.
With the current trend to live a greener lifestyle, many people and businesses now recycle their electronics. At the Surplus Exchange, your e-waste will never go to a landfill or incinerator, nor will we allow e-waste to be shipped overseas. Some companies employ this tactic and end up polluting other countries with our waste. All materials are safely tracked, destroyed, or reclaimed right here in the U.S. The Surplus Exchange is Kansas City's link between industry, charity, and the environment. To find out more, visit surplusexchange.org.
Sign up now for Get Golf Ready classes at the Heart of America Golf Academy, or take advantage of the great adult, junior, and family play and practice programs. For more information, call the Heart of America Golf Academy at 816-513-8940 or visit HOAGolfacademy.com. Bring basketball fever to your own backyard or driveway with your very own game court from Sport Court of Kansas City. Let Sport Court come and install a basketball game court at your home. Game courts can also be installed for volleyball, racket sports, soccer, tennis, or roller hockey. So sink that basket at the buzzer and have your own Final Four at home in your backyard or driveway Sport Court. For more details, call Sport Court at 913-963-7529 or visit sportcourtkc.com. Mention KC Sports when you buy a large specialty pizza and get a small one topping free at any of the 3 Old Shawnee Pizza locations: Shawnee, KCK, and Lenexa. Visit ShawneePizza.com for menu and details. The Kansas City Ice Center's Outdoor Pavilion is now open. Sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes, spring leagues for ice and inline hockey, and upcoming hockey camps at the Kansas City Ice Center. Plus, come out to a public skating session or call them to schedule a party or group rental. The Kansas City Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information or to register for a class, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. Eagles Landing Golf Course is the place to play golf in the Southland and is by far the best golf value around. Visit eagleslandinggolfcourse.com, and for tee times, call 816-318-0004 and make the drive to see why Eagles Landing is the best golf value in KC. For all your award, trophy, and promotional needs, contact Jim at Regal Awards and Advertising Specialties. Call 913-451-5744 or visit regalawards.com. 68's Inside Sports produces athletes who are physical and mental champions. And right now, sign up your athlete for 68's Inside Sports Pure Steel Cutting Edge Training Program that improves strength, speed, flexibility, cardio capacity, power, and more. And the program also includes 68's Inside Sports Pure Vision Program, which improves reaction time, decision-making, and peripheral awareness. Cost for the 8-week, 24-session program is just $250. Register online at 68'sinsidesports.com. With your coupon in KC Sports and Fitness, get 2 large one-topic pizzas for just $14.99 at Mafia Mike's at 87th and Lackman and Mafia Pizzeria Southside at 127th and Metcalf. It's pizza you can't refuse.
Golf Week calls it the best course you can play in Kansas. But once you play, you'll want to stay. Go for it. Firekeeper Golf Course at Prairie Band Casino and Resort is just north of Topeka off Highway 75. Our stay and play package is worth the trip. Luxury hotel room, green fees, and golf cart for two, starting at just $169.
Prairie Band Casino and Resort. Go for it!
Lights, camera, action. Would you like to have your business be the site where we shoot one of our good sports, TV, and radio shows? Well, you can. Your show will play 21 times on Sure West Channel 7. You'll get radio and TV commercials all month long, plus an ad for your business in KC Sports and Fitness Magazine, and a whole lot more. TV remote packages start at just $333 a month. For more information on this great TV, radio, and print opportunity for your business, call KC Sports at 913-764-2050. Phone Fix is KC's cell phone repair shop. Save $10 on any repair with your coupon from KC Sports. Call 913-735-9411 or stop by Phone Fix next to Buffalo Wild Wings south of Strangline in Olathe. Sign up now for the 14th annual Run the Good Race 5K to benefit the Sanctuary of Hope on Saturday, June 15th. Visit sanctuaryofhope.org for more details. Run the Good Race is presented by the Barber Financial Group. Eagles Landing Golf Course is the place to play golf in the Southland and is by far the best golf value around. Visit eagleslandinggolfcourse.com, and for tee times call 816-318-0004 and make the drive to see why Eagles Landing is the best golf value in KC.